Walter Callaghan enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces in 2001. He was in charge of training the medics who would later be deployed overseas. It wasn't long before the men and women he trained began returning home from the Afghan mission. He wasn't prepared for this.
The core part of my trauma is over the number of kids that I had trained, commanded, even recruited. Some kids right from day one until they were ready to go overseas. Seeing some of them come back horribly injured or mentally scarred, in a few cases missing limbs. So when they came back injured and scarred, it created a massive guilt complex where I kept wondering, did I do enough in training them? If I was there with them, could I have prevented this? And I blamed myself for all of their injuries. It's a nasty psychic trap that you get caught in.
It took a while, but Walter was eventually diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder.
I really can't sleep. Every time I close my eyes, the images of what happened pops into my head, and it causes intense nightmares that have me waking up, usually in a cold sweat, freaking out. It's actually created a problem of even developing normal interpersonal relationships with civilians, that the moment I start getting close to someone, it starts haunting me that they're going to get hurt and I can't do anything about it. So the guilt has just escalated that way.
Walter then approached the Department of Veteran Affairs for help.
I also went to Veteran Affairs and went, I need this help as well. I need to put in this application. I need the benefits. I need access to clinicians. I started that with Veteran Affairs in late 2005. It wasn't until just a few weeks before my medical release in 2010 that Veteran Affairs even acknowledged I had a psychiatric condition.
Since the Harper government came to power, it has gutted Veterans Affairs by removing the right of a lifetime pension for an injured or disabled vet. It closed 9 veterans offices across Canada, slashed 900 jobs from the Veterans Affairs Department, refused to spend the more than $1 billion set aside to help veterans. It also ignored a damning Auditor General's report that blamed the Harper government for not helping injured vets.
It's a government that actually really does not care for people. We are nothing but numbers to them. We're things that they don't want to deal with.
Canada has many young veterans. This is something most Canadians are not aware of, and something that the Conservative government uses to its advantage.
For the majority of people, it seems to be lost that people like me, people as young as me or younger, there's guys who are 25 who are veterans, who are disabled from their service. In the military, you don't leave someone lying in the ditch. You always bring the person back with you. You get your buddy the aid they need. But we see so many of our brothers and sisters who are still being denied. The suicide rate that's coming out of this is way higher than what the government is claiming. It is horrific how many are dying because they're not being given the benefits they need. They're being denied.
Walter believes it's time to vote the Conservatives out of office.
This is wrong. This Harper government has betrayed Canada. We will stand up. We promised to stand up some time ago when we were speaking out and we were being ignored. When a veteran makes a promise, we keep it, unlike this Harper government.